Right, back again. I've now taken the old 750 motor completely to pieces, every single part, cleaned it all up thoroughly, and I've reassembled it. I haven't taken any film of me reassembling it because it's practically basic stuff and I don't think anybody'd be that interested in it. There's a couple of things I wanted to mention about it. I noticed that the actual wiring to the field coils, these, were pretty bad frayed. They're all rubber with a bit of cloth insulation around and in pretty poor condition, and I didn't like leaving that. Also, they were just joined together at the field coils and held up with bits of old insulation, old fabric insulation tape, and I didn't like the look of it, so I thought I'd change the wires. So I've actually replaced it with new plastic wiring inside. I've connected it, soldered it and crimped it onto the actual field coils. There's a couple of things to mention about the field coils. This is a field coil out of another 750. You'll notice that this is a 2-speed version. You can tell that because it's got an extra tap on the field coil. This is a standard coil, and you've got one for the carbon brushes, this one, and one for the external circuit, that will go to the neutral. And then on the other side of the field coil you've got the one on one side, the red one, and you've also got two on this side, so it's got a tap on there to give you the difference in speed. So it's important to make sure you connect it up correctly. It does come with a plug on the end normally. I've taken that off obviously, and these are the little pins. They're all individually changeable like this. I'll just put it in so you can see. Typical Hoover, every single thing is available separately, or was available separately I should say. It's not now obviously. But what I've done, I've actually not connected this up yet because I want to test it on the bench before I put the plug on, because I haven't got one to connect there without using the old handle. So I'll put that aside for a minute. So I've left the wires loose so I can test it. One thing I wanted to mention was the carbon brushes. These are the original ones and these are the new replacement ones, and you can see the difference in the length. They have still got a little bit of life left in them, but while I was doing it I thought I'd put new brushes in to be on the safe side, and also new springs. The springs are slightly longer, but that won't make any difference in this case. I've got the carbon brushes in and it's ready for testing, so I'm just going to connect it up temporarily to this connection block. The yellow wire, which will be the neutral in this case, I can put that in the neutral connector there. Then I've got a choice of red or green for the different speeds, so we'll try the green one first. Now I'm going to turn this on and you'll notice, this is with the new brushes in, how bad the commutation is. Now it sparks and it's noisy. And I'll turn this around a bit. You can see the spark probably from there, and at first glance the motor's had it. It looks like the armature's gone. But all's not lost, as I'm going to show in a moment. I'll just turn the motor off, disconnect it. Now in actual fact, I think what's causing this is a sticking carbon brush rather than a faulty armature. So I think it's this one. Yeah, it's stuck. I've got the sticking carbon brush out now. You could take the brush holder out and check it all over, but I think it's okay. So what I'm going to do, the easiest way, is just get a bit of carborundum paper, or emery paper, sandpaper, whatever you want to call it, and then just get the brush, just move the camera out a little bit so you can see what I'm doing, and just rub it gently on the side like that, and take a little bit of the carbon off so that it's a looser fit. You only need to do a little bit, and then put the brush back on the spring like so. The other end is probably a better fit. No, it's not. And then pop it in, and this time make sure that it moves freely. The springs do often come loose, they don't matter. Right, well, that's still not quite right, so I need to take a little bit more off that one. You don't need too much, but you do not want a sticking brush because it will burn the motor out if you leave it too long. That's okay. And that's now fitting quite closely on the armature. I'll just do one more little bit for luck. Just a tiny bit more. That should be okay now. Put that back in. And hopefully that's better. You should see the difference when it runs up. It should be a lot smoother. I might need to bed it in with a comm stick, and I'll do that while the camera's running so you can see. Right, there we are. We're ready to try it again. I'm going to get the comm stick on my hand ready. That's the comm stick in case you didn't know. for placing on there. It just beds the carbon brushes in. I'll use that in a minute. Anyway, I'll switch it on and see if it works any better from what it did before. Now look at that, smooth as anything. I will put the com stick on just to show you how to use it. All you need to do is just rub it on the armature going round onto the commutator, and there's virtually no sparking at all. That's perfect. Look at that. You couldn't, I mean, 90 years old and runs perfect. Okay, that's on the one speed. I'm now going to turn it off and we'll try it on the other speed, just to check the other winding. Put the red wire in this time. Can't see it there, can you? Move the camera out a bit. Well, you don't need to see this bit anyway, but I'm just connecting the red one up for the other circuit. Make sure the green one's not touching anything, otherwise you'll get some feedback from it. Right, I'll just try again. There we go. So that one's just that little bit faster. It's not off the top, you get the whole wire in there. I think you'll agree that's pretty smooth. I thought you might like to see before and after. There's one that's not been reconditioned, cleaned up or anything. You can see it's all corroded with aluminium oxide on this white deposit around it, and dull finish. It's full of dirt and everything. That's what the other one was like before I started on it. And this is, now it's been cleaned up. As you can see, it's nice and shiny. So I'll put some final polish on it, but when that's fitted in the polished frame with the top on, it'll look really nice, I think. And as I say, it is a 90-year-old machine. There's the top piece. Needs a little bit more polishing on that. That screws on the top there, so that's what it's going to look like. And I think you'll find that's a lot better than the old one anyway. This one will be next. I've got quite a few of these to do, but I think it's worthwhile. A lot of people think I'm daft doing these up, but it just seems a shame not to, really. Why not? They look nice, don't they? Anyway, that'll do for now. Bye.